Investor Bill Ackman, who is a major shareholder of Fannie Mae, has been tweeting about the possible emergence of Fannie and Freddie from their conservatorship, which they were put in during the Great Recession. He says that what makes them particularly interesting today versus any other time in history, there's a credible path for their removal from conservatorship in the relative short term, that is, in the next 2 years. He says a successful emergence of Fannie and Freddie from conservatorship should generate more than $300 billion of additional profits to the federal government. He was the head of the FHFA, which is the conservator of Fannie and Freddie, and he was the one who, with Secretary Mnuchin in the first Trump administration, tried to get the two out of conservatorship. He says that there are ways to get them out of conservatorship because, as Ackman is saying in his posts on X, they have gained considerable capital, and that's his argument for taking them out of conservatorship. But I also spoke with Mark Zandi, who is very opposed. He's very opposed to them coming out of conservatorship because he says, why fix something that isn't broken? In fact, he says, I think it's unlikely that Fannie and Freddie will be released from conservatorship. You see, there's going to be a lot of arguments on both sides of this. It's going to depend on what the new Treasury Secretary thinks, whether they can get any kind of explicit government backstop from Congress, and whether the two are well capitalized enough to take them back into the private market. So a lot to be going on here. Not going to happen in the first year, for sure. Back to you.
No, for sure. And small volatile stocks moving a lot on these hints out there. I know there had been hopes under a new Trump administration there might be a path out, which, as you say, Diana, though, would seem to require either a government backstop or just more capital.
Exactly. More capital, for sure. They are unlikely to get that explicit government backstop, but then you have lots of arguments claiming that they are already backstopped, just like the banks are with the FDIC.
Yeah, implicitly, if nothing else. All right, Diana, thanks so much.